Why do you think Marvel Rivals is having so much success? The game continues to be one of the most played games on Steam and one of the most viewed games on Twitch. It's holding a very strong average player count that is quite near its 24-hour peak player count, and it's doing all of this 5 weeks after its full launch. Players are continuing to pour hour after hour into the game, and I am right there with them streaming the game daily. Although we don't know any official console player count numbers, I imagine they are also quite strong, as most free-to-play games usually do very well on PlayStation and Xbox. So, all of that being said, Marvel Rivals is the hottest game around, but why? What makes this so special and addicting compared to other hero shooters or competitive team games? I've thought about this each time I've stopped playing for the day, but didn't want to stop playing. Is it just because it's new and fresh? Sure, there's a honeymoon phase, but this one is lasting a really long time. And there's 35 characters already in the game, and I feel like I've hardly scratched the surface on even half of them. It's a fantastic feeling to have, but I don't think that's the definitive reason why I'm so addicted to the grind. Is it so successful because it's using the Marvel IP and all of these badass superheroes are in the lineup? Sure, that's part of it. A lot of players may have been huge Venom fans for years, and now they can finally live out that fantasy in this digital world. The characters look beautiful, they move with purpose, and are brought to life in stunning fashion. But I don't think that's the exact reason. It's close, but I think the real reason is because of a bold choice that the developers made when starting to design this game. Third-person view. Counter-Strike, Apex Legends, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Halo, Paladins, Rainbow Six, Borderlands. First-person shooters have dominated the market for many, many years. Every game I just listed has created a massively successful franchise, and they all did it in first person. And then Marvel Rivals comes along in third person and blows up the gaming landscape just a little bit. And that's the reason. I like being more than just a crosshair. That's the simplest way I can say it. I've played a lot of every single game that I've listed for many, many years. And although you might pick a certain class or character, you never truly feel like much more than a crosshair using different abilities or guns or whatever it is. This point is amplified by the trend of cosmetics and skins being a staple of online gaming shooters. I didn't give a shit about skins or anything like that 20 years ago when I was playing Counter-Strike 1.6. We just went to one of our favorite servers and had a good time. Everyone looked the same and played the same, and we didn't mind. We were just a crosshair, and that was okay. But over time, skins and cosmetics evolved into a key part of a franchise's financial survival, and I gotta say, I've spent almost nothing on them. I played Overwatch for many years and never ever bought a single skin. I did like the free loot boxes, but I'm not buying a skin when I can't even see my character. The only time you get to see that shit is using an emote in the lobby before the match even starts. Like, wow, fascinating, let me drop $25 on that. No thank you. But Marvel Rivals decided to let you look incredible the entire time. You get the skin, you see the skin. The emotes and MVP screens are all just gravy. Third person allows you to appreciate the beauty of whatever skin it might be, and not just your opponents seeing you when you're up in their face knocking them out. And in most cases, these skin packages are cheaper than other competitors, but I mean, that's a whole different story. Now, when I explore the in-game store, I really think about what I want to buy from all of the different angles. I'm going to be running around as this body the entire time, so it really makes a difference to see it in the flesh. And man, oh man, do they do a great job of showing off these costumes. I still can't get over the menus and presentation that's apparent everywhere in Marvel Rivals. Just look at the design and effort and all the detail, and it really makes some of the competition kinda look like amateurs. But anyway, I feel like I'm getting more value out of my money simply because the game is in third person. And more value is a rare thing these days. But a byproduct of this value is that if I enjoy the way my character looks, then my enjoyment of the game increases, and I am more likely to continue playing the game. And that is obviously a win for the player and a win for the developers. It helps pay their bills and it adds to the metrics. These are all big factors in my own personal enjoyment and playtime, and one huge, massive reason why I really view Rivals as such a big success. Third person just makes the entire world feel more grounded and physical. A lot of combat in Rivals is up close and personal, and third person allows me to see my spacing, utilize footwork, juke opponents with rocket, swing to the ceiling as Spider-Man. It just feels so much more alive when I can see my Groot arm extend and slap an opponent. Instead of just my crosshairs smacking someone, I get to see the full movement. I'm there, I'm doing it, I can see that I did it. It's just a way more satisfying feeling seeing yourself there with your allies side by side. I can see my attacks, my heals, the big ults, the destruction, the movement. I am Groot. At least it looks and feels that way. And with all of that history before them, all of those successful shooters, and these guys bucked the trend and cracked the code. At least they cracked the code to my wallet. I want to buy the skins in the battle pass. I want the look because I get to play as the look the entire time. I can see the detail of Doctor Strange's cloak flapping around. I can see Adam Warlock's arm shaking as he controls the power of his karmic staff. Spider-Man doing a backflip 60 feet in the air after swinging from the top of a building. All of these minor details of the character you're playing would have no impact if the game was in first person. It works the opposite way as well. Imagine climbing walls as Black Panther with your face in the wall, first person view. Like, we've done it before climbing walls with Genji, but yeah, it functions, but it isn't pretty. Third person solves all of that for me. If you've made it this far into the video, you probably get what I'm saying. The choice to make Marvel Rivals into a third-person shooter was brilliant because it brought the characters to life in so many ways that first person simply cannot do. Because of this feeling and style and the pacing of gameplay, it all connects into this crazy little team game that keeps me coming back for more. I can't wait to start my Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Fist arc and play an entirely different game from my Groot, Squirrel Girl, Cloak and Dagger era. The characters come to life in different ways, and I appreciate every little detail that NetEase pours into this game. I'll wrap up the video here, but I do stream daily over at twitch.tv/Sylvis66, and I'm curious what you guys think of Marvel Rivals and its success so far. I'll try to answer any and all comments on this video. Thank you so much for watching as always, and take care.